Welcome to News Video Clip. Donald Trump destroys everything he touches: the economy, the Middle East, and now the reflecting pool in Washington, D.C. And the reflecting pool is this long, skinny pool that is between the Lincoln Memorial on one side and the Washington Monument on the other. And so Trump has made a complete mess of this thing. And it's interesting because back in May, he was bragging about how great it was all going to be. So CNN has put together a mashup video of this. So let's watch this lying braggart back in May.
Beautiful color, beautiful everything. You could never get anything like that. We're going to be able to do it for about 1.8 million, and it's going to take 1 week. It's going to be something very special, and it's going to be a beautiful color. I'm using swimming pool material. It's going to be blue, beautiful blue, which is what they always wanted. Everybody's looking at that reflecting pool. They can't believe it. Reflects. We used a dark blue. It's called American flag blue.
Okay. So there we go. Obviously, Trump has just made a complete fool out of himself. He promised 1 week, $1.8 million. It's taken 2 months. He spent $16.5 million, and the thing is still a disaster. And just for the record, the reflecting pool is not a swimming pool. So I don't know why the hell anybody would put swimming pool material in the reflecting pool. Makes absolutely no sense. All right, so today Trump got interviewed by a CBS News reporter, and Trump started spinning all these lies about vandalism has caused all the problem at the reflecting pool. But he's going to get asked a lot of questions, and he's not going to come up with any actual answers or any evidence of this vandalism. Let's watch the clip.
The contractors who did the initial work of the reflecting pool, are they to blame for the current condition?
No, vandalism. Well, vandal. We have 100, and we have I think 290, 300-foot slit went through it, probably a box cutter or a knife of some kind. Or we had people lifting up the basic, some of the base. It's not a lot of damage, but we'll probably have to let the water out and refix it. They went in there with a knife. I was just told by the people over at Parks, they have 5 people are arrested and 5 people are under investigation right now. And it's a sad thing. In addition to that, we put brand new, beautiful grass all around. They put these massive letters on the grass, and you probably know about that. And they said 8647. They probably got that from the dirty cop, Comey. You know he's a dirty cop, don't you? He's a crooked guy. They destroyed the grass. So that's a big thing. But we're going to get it back very soon.
All right. So you just heard Trump say that these vandals caused this big slit. They cut it up in the reflecting pool. And so now the CBS News reporter is going to question him on this. And Trump's not going to have any evidence to point to that any of this is true. So let's keep watching.
Gardens have been all over the mall. How would these vandals have gotten so close to do something like that?
I mean, we didn't have a lot of them then. Who would think that somebody would go into a pool and take a knife and start cutting it?
Who put that?
Yeah. Photos? Well, let's put it this way. When you have a 350, I think it's 350, not 250, a 350-foot slit from one end to the other, you think that's proof?
Actually, it's not proof. What it is evidence of is that Trump hired some lousy contractors who have never done this kind of work on this scale, and they screwed it up. And the reason he hired them is because they donated to his 2024 campaign. All right, let's go back.
Yeah, yes, but why is it been down there today looking for that slit that you mentioned?
Well, no, so when you have to go see the parks department, they'll show it to you. See the secretary. When I saw it, they cut it very violently. The same thing with the floor, they cut it. And then they lifted it, they pulled it, and that's what it is. And, we've done over 50 monuments.
Okay, so Trump is going to go off and ramble now about how he's done over 50 monuments and fountains and fixed them all up. which is all a bunch of nonsense. But we're going to keep watching because there's a part of here at the end here in just a minute or two that's really wild. So let's watch.
It's number one. We start with this is now a safe city. It's the safest, as safe a city as you're going to get in the country. And when I came here, it was a very dangerous city. And number two, what we did is the beautification with the parks and the grass and everything, removal of all the tents. And this is like a different place. One of the things we did is over 50 fountains and statues, most of which were in horrible shape. All of them were bad, but some were just absolutely graffiti. You couldn't even see the stone. They've all been fixed. We also fixed the reflecting pool. In fact, if you go over there right now, it looks very good. It's up. They put, somebody said fertilizer in the water. If you put fertilizer in the water, you get algae. But somebody said they might have put fertilizer. They did something to create the algae. But that
Yeah, as if we have vandals roaming Washington, D.C. with bags of fertilizer. Yeah, so they can put it into the reflecting pool to create the algae. Yeah, that happens all the time. Anyone buying this bullshit? All right, let's keep watching.
it doesn't matter because that's been uh, purified. It's dead. Laying at the bottom, they're taking it out. They vacuum it out. They vacuum it very carefully out, and it'll be back to health pretty soon. We're going to have to let the water out to fix the one little. There's two little areas, there little areas where they will cut, and we'll fix that. But it's not leaking or anything. It's got a base underneath.
I think just what's curious about this situation is we stood here with you in April when you first revealed the plans.
I said, "What?
In April, you showed us a picture of what you were going to do at the one. You said you had a guy who was going to do it in a week for about $1 million.
Well,
It's been 2 months,
say,
16.5 million.
yeah, okay, let it. Well, after saying Obama, have you ever heard of him?
Yeah.
He spent 2 years and over $100 million on trying to fix it. You know what happened to it? Never even opened. He took the water from the river. You know about that, right? It turned out to be putrid, and it destroyed the whole thing. Spent over 100 million. Him and Biden together spent $147 million.
Wow. So Obama and Biden allegedly spent $147 million, and the reflecting pool never opened. Golly, I just wonder if that's true. Let's do a little fact check, shall we? Let's go to factcheck.org. Oops. Trump exaggerates previous spending on reflecting pool. The reality is Obama spent 30 million and Biden spent zero. Not even close to 147 million. And no, the reflecting pool was not closed because of Obama. That's just another massive Trump lie. And we got him. So it's just so painfully obvious. The man cannot tell the truth to save his life. All right, now we're actually going to go over to the reflecting pool today. And there was a woman. She actually did this incredibly horrible thing. She actually put her hand in the reflecting pool. So let's watch the video from TMZ. All right, there you see she's putting her hand into the water, the reflecting pool. You're going to see this guy walk up with a beard, and he's all tatted up there. And he's going to come over to confront her about touching the water with her hand. And wow, I guess she looks pretty dangerous. So he's going to start calling for help. Look at this. Wow. I guess he couldn't handle her on his own. So there we got some people over there. Now they're walking her over away from the reflecting pool. There on the National Mall. And oh, look, the National Guard has been called to the scene with the tattletale, with the beard. And there you see the National Guard are coming up to see her because she just looks so dangerous. My goodness. Yeah. We go now. We have 3 National Guardsmen, and she has to sit on the ground because they're actually calling for more help because 3 National Guardsmen are not enough. And here you have the U.S. Park Police have now arrived to the scene, plus a U.S. Marshal, the fat guy in the black. So, and you can see that the National Guard, they're actually starting to form a circle around her, I guess because she's such a dangerous character. Oh, look, the Washington, D.C. Metropolitan Police have now arrived on the scene. And now they're going to question her while the National Guard stands guard. Oh, there's another cop from the Washington, D.C. police force talking to this woman because she's such a dangerous threat. I've counted about 11 or 12 different people from 4 different agencies, which is unbelievable. So you may be wondering, well, what happened? How did this whole thing resolve? She got a citation. And the thing is, if she'd been in the Epstein files, she would have gotten off with nothing. Because if your name is in the Epstein files, you never get charged with anything. Isn't that how it works, Trump? Yeah. Alrighty, those are all the stories we have today. We have links to all our stories right below the video. Unlike the right-wing podcasters, Riley Gaines, Joe Rogan, Tim Pool, Benny Johnson, Jimmy Dore, those people are all paid influencers. They never back up any of their claims. All they do is lie for money. That's their job. We back up our claims, we back up our stories. And I want to thank everybody who's been subscribing to this channel. Thank you guys so much. I definitely appreciate it. And if this is your first time watching this, please like and subscribe. Or if you hate it, please hate and subscribe. If you hate me, definitely hate and subscribe. Alrighty, we'll be back later with more stories.